welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanne. This is my channel, Joanne Wealth, and today I am talking to you about crystals. Yes, I love them. I have two around my neck today, and I know that crystals have had a bit of a popularity boost over the last, I don't know actually, because I've used crystals for about 4 years. But I feel like they've become more mainstream over the past 12 months, maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to share with you an experience that I had using crystals when I was in Bali on my recent trip. It was the most profound and life-changing, I'm going to go there because it was, experience of my life. So I'm going to backtrack. So before I went to Bali, let me just get comfortable. I'm surrounded by all of the dogs here. First of all, I hope you like my new change of scenery. I have some more things coming for the wall behind me. So I have my podcast area, and now I have my other video area. So there's a bit of a change of background here. Maybe I should have changed my outfit because I've just recorded a podcast. Doesn't matter. Backtrack. Before I went to Bali, I stumbled upon a video by, what was her name? Skylife, I think. I will put the video in. And I didn't watch the whole video, admittedly. I sort of skimmed through it. I was with my boyfriend, so if you find the video and watch it, you'll see why I kind of skimmed through it, because he's your typical science, what is this going on? And in my head, I was like, I need to get there. I need to go there. And I didn't think anything of it. Did not remember it. Did not have a plan to visit this place when I got to Bali. I knew that I had some time on my own in between my boyfriend leaving and my dad arriving. And I wanted to treat myself. So I was like, right, okay, what can I do? Maybe I can go for some Reiki, or maybe I'll go for a sound healing. Let's have a look. And I literally just Googled healing Bali. I was open to anything. And this had never come up before. The Lemuria Stone Chamber popped up. So I was like, okay, this is a thing that I saw on YouTube. Do I do this? Is this for me? So I reached out to Laura. I will put all her information in the show notes to try and book my spot. And yes, she had a spot for me, so I was in. And I didn't go back and watch the video, even though I'd seen glimpses from the other YouTube video, because I wanted to go in there with an open mind. Didn't want to know too much about what to expect. I wanted to have my own experience. So I did. It was amazing. Got the scooter, arrived at the location, and it's in a beautiful location out in the rice fields in Ubud. So I was in Ubud, left my dad. I didn't actually tell my dad where I was going. I just said I had a yoga thing. Got on the back of the scooter, and I arrived at the stone chamber. And again, I was a little bit nervous because again, I knew that something big was going to happen. And when I went, I was struggling. I was really anxious at the time. Not over anything in particular, just general anxieties. I think because I was traveling and I was a little bit worried, obviously being freelance, you don't get paid when you're on holiday. And I had these sort of worries in the back of my mind. And it was sitting with me while I was away. So that was one of the things that I went with the intention to let this go, let these go, let these limiting beliefs go. Before I went, Laura did actually say to think about my intentions, what I want to achieve, what I want to let go of, and what I want to call in. So I did do that before I left, before I set off, before I went for my experience. So the stone chamber, the Lemuria Stone Chamber, is the most amazing place. I actually felt the energy before I even stepped into the room. Now, within the room, I was blown away, first of all, by the size of the crystals. So the crystals are there. They were taller than me because you're able to lie on the crystals. And straight away, I felt their energy. I felt tearful before I even went in there. Laura is amazing. So she sort of guided through, you know, we had a little chat, and I didn't really say much else. I kind of kept everything very internal. Her instructions, and we entered the chamber. I'm going to tell you the crystals that are in the chamber, and Laura kindly sent me a video of the chamber. When I was there, I knew that I wanted to share this with other people and probably do a YouTube video, but I didn't want that to be why I was there. I wasn't there to create content. So Laura's kindly sent me a video, which I will pop in now. So, how beautiful, how amazing. Like, even just looking back at the video, I can feel the energy. I actually wore, oh no, I didn't wear this crystal. I wore a crystal necklace that I bought while I was in Bali, and a bracelet, so that now when I wear those, I have the energy. The crystals in the chamber then, there is petrified moringa wood. Now this is to assist you if you have any feelings of being stuck, frozen in time, creating balance, whether you're launching new goals. There was green jasper. This is a stone of balance, helps for skin, bloating, diseases, obsession, boosts the immune system. There's red jasper, increases emotional stamina, self-confidence, self-trust, protection, courage, balance, calm, relaxation. I think it was the red jasper that had the biggest effect on me. I'll talk about the effects in a second. There was black jade. I think this was the one at the end that I just could not hold back anymore. Guilt, negative emotions, and then multicolored jasper, the supreme nurturer, supports you in times of stress, brings tranquility and wholeness. So they are the stones, and you'll see in the video, they're large, they're beautiful, and Laura guides you and you lie on the stones, and she then intuitively, and I'm not going to go into too much detail as to what she does, she's intuitive, so what she feels you need, she then provides you some Reiki, light language. When I lay on the first stone, I think I was in my head a little bit too much of what's going to happen, what will I feel, and I definitely had some kind of Kundalini activation, and you might think, what the hell is that? So I'll just tell you physically what I felt. I could not stop. I had like twitches on my right side, so my arm would twitch, and then my body would twitch, and then my leg would twitch, and then it sort of traveled over to my left side, and no matter how hard I tried to lie still, something would twitch, something would jump, something would move, and it was so powerful. I just cannot explain that. My mind on this first stone was like, stop it. Stop doing it. See if you can stop doing it. This is not you. This is just, you're putting this on, basically. Am I faking it for myself? Kind of thing was going on in my head. But I wasn't. I couldn't. And then once I sort of relaxed a little bit more into the process, into what I was feeling, then I had all the other emotions. At times my mind was blank. At other times I was walking through the water and just seeing the things that I wanted to let go leaving me. I was also calling in things, emotions, and I would feel those coming into my body. At the very end, Laura said to me, this is a fresh start, and that's exactly how I felt. Felt like I was really able to let some shit go. to really release, to make space, to bring in new. And that's exactly what I wanted and why I went there. I do believe in the healing powers of crystals. They come from earth, and as do we. So how can they not heal us? I wear this citrine necklace most days because the intention behind it is that it does support me financially. It helps me to bring in money. It helps me to ease my mind and stop my worries around. Just interrupting this transmission to bring you a little bit of Chihuahua and to remind you, and Dorothy wants to remind you, to please like and subscribe. So if you're finding yourself coming to my channel often, if you like what you hear, like what you see, every single like, every single subscription really, really means the world to me. I am planting this podcast seed, YouTube seed, with my bare hands from scratch. At the moment that I am the editor, the creator, the director, the presenter. So every single little bit of support really means the world to me. It means that I can get on some more amazing guests, grow my podcast, grow my little YouTube studio so that I can bring more of what you like to hear. So thank you, and yeah, get back to the episode. Using crystals to support my health and my well-being, and then being able to go into a room that is specifically designed to help you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, by lying on these stones, by lying on these ancient stones and just feeling all of the things. Sorry, let me just pick up Dorothy. Feeling all of the things you want to release just leaving your body was an amazing experience. On one of the stones, I wish I'd, when you're in the zone, when you're there, when you're in the chamber, for me, I maybe should have made notes, maybe should have written down which stone and what happened on each stone, but it wasn't about that. And the stone, maybe it was the black jade, or was that the one that we hugged at the end to ground, that I sat on, and it was a stone to help release, the stone to help you work on your limiting beliefs. And I felt like I was going to cry, and then it kind of disappeared. And then obviously my eyes were closed, and then suddenly, wave of emotion. And it just felt like all of these things that I'd just been holding on to for months and maybe years, and limiting beliefs and I can'ts, and why is this not right, and what is going on, and all of everything just fell out of my eyes emotionally. I cried, I let it go, and then I just stopped, and I just felt clean. That's the only way I can describe it. I felt clean. I made space, and afterwards I was floating on cloud 9. I had a little walk, put my feet in the grass, allowed myself to ground, because I was shaking. It was, like I said at the very start, life-changing. It was profound. It was, if you can get to Bali and you can visit the chamber, please reach out to Laura, please go there, please do it, because since then, and just the words of Laura telling me, this is a fresh start. Every time I feel the old emotions coming, because of course they will, because my human mind wants to, remind me that I don't think I'm good enough and I can't do that. I remember the stones, and I remember being there, and I feel my connection with the place. So yeah, that was my experience. Go and check it out. So if you are looking at, or you feel drawn to using crystals in your own healing, obviously the chamber was something I'll probably never experience again, unless I go back to Bali and visit Laura again, which I will when I'm back in Bali. But if you want to start playing around with crystals, this book, so it is Crystals for Wellbeing, Emily Rayau, is where I started. This is the book that I bought because I was feeling drawn, and I wanted to learn how to use crystals for my own well-being. Now, when it comes to crystals, it's not a case of buying the book and picking one. It's a case of going into the crystal shop, allowing the crystal to pick you, and then coming home and reading the book just to see how that crystal is going to help you. Crystals that you need will find you. But just for the sake of the video, just for fun, I'm just gonna open it on a page and share a crystal with you. 1, 2, 3. Turquoise. So turquoise is the stone of life, and turquoise is exactly as it sounds. It is this one, the turquoise one, which we see a lot of. You can get this in most crystal shops. The meaning, let's go through this together. The word turquoise is derived from the Old French for Turkish due to trade routes in this area. It was considered sacred by ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Chinese, Persians, Aztecs, and Native Americans. In a daily ritual using turquoise, with its connection to the neck and throat chakra, that will be because of the bluish colour. An effective way to work with turquoise on a daily basis is by wearing it as a necklace. This is especially helpful when you're speaking in public, working in a group of people, or attempting a creative project of some sort. For protection. Turquoise has always been seen as a stone of protection and good fortune, particularly if, according to legend, if given by a friend. In ancient times, turquoise amulets were worn by soldiers and horses going into battle. It is said to change colour to warn off infidelity, danger, or health problems. So as you can see, just by picking out a crystal, by carrying it on you, sometimes I'll have them in my bra, I have them in my little carry net around my neck, and as I did in Bali, using crystals to heal, to make space, actually lying on the crystal. I can't even put it into words, which is not handy when you're making a YouTube video to share about the healing powers of the crystals, but just to feel that energy. And like I said, before I even went into the sacred stone chamber, I could feel the power. And whether or not you are skeptical, if you think it's woo-woo, the whole thing behind using crystals and anything that you think or believe is supporting you is intention. If your intention is to feel and sneezy. If your intention is, like, I carry this necklace around with me and I hold it when I do feel myself starting to slip or starting to worry, or it's comforting. And is that a bad thing, to find comfort in things that we believe are supporting us? It really isn't. Let me know if you have any questions. If you'd like to learn more about the Healing Stone Chamber, I will put that into the notes, and I will also put the information. You can reach out to Laura if you're interested in visiting the Stone Chamber for yourself. I know I've only briefly went on to my experience, but I am so glad that I didn't watch the video. I will put that into my notes as well, because I wanted to go in there with an open mind. Because like I said, on that first crystal, the first bed that I lay on, I was overthinking, and I was thinking, is this me doing this? Am I doing this? Am I making this up? Am I just doing this because this is where I am and I feel like I should be twitching and having these experiences? I was very much in my head. But I wouldn't have been able, would I have experienced it? Would I have gone there if I hadn't have seen the video? It may have been something that I would have browsed past. So the universe works in mysterious ways. It shows us things that we need, and I obviously really needed that. So if you're watching this video now, maybe it's crystals that you need to introduce into your life. So try it. Now I'm gonna go and let Dottie out because I feel like she's a little bit restless. Are you? You want a wee wee? Yeah, I think she needs a wee. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.